So, how are you, student? I hope you must be fine. So, student, in this video, we have to study the chapter number 5, right? And the name of the chapter is Air and Atmosphere. This is our last chapter for the final term, right? So, this chapter is going to come, as well as what the other chapters will come that you will get in your syllabus, right? So student, I hope you remember we have learned the chapter element, compound and mixture, right? So air, we have to talk about air. So let's discuss that air is a mixture, element or a compound. What is that? What do you say? Answer to yourself. I hope you must have said air is a mixture. Yes, air is a mixture. Why? Because it does not have any formula, right? It does not have any formula. Its constituents can be separated easily, right? So, we have already learned this. Then next in this video we have to learn what is air around us. Then we will learn about its property, that what is the property of the air. Then we will learn something about the atmosphere, then composition of air. In this composition, what are the different constituents, and in this constituents we will learn highlight a little bit about nitrogen and then oxygen. Okay, so in this video we will learn that much only. So let's move ahead. So we have said that air is a mixture and is a mixture of several gases, right? Even you know that air is in your body also. And this is a reason that every human being, every animals require the air, right? Why we require the air? We require the air for the respiration, right? No living thing, none of the living thing that may be a animal, that may be a human being, right? That may be an animal, that may be a human being, that may be a plant. Nobody can survive without the air. So everything, everybody require the air. Okay. Then we have learnt that how the moving air is called wind, high speed wind, even uproot some of the trees, right? Then these things we have already learned. Then move to the properties of air. So in the properties of air we will learn that air is a colorless, means it don't have any color. Tasteless, it don't have any taste. Odorless, it don't have any smell. And what is that? Is it a solid, liquid or gas? It is a gas. So it is a gaseous substance, right? Air has a mass. Air has a mass. Mass means weight. Air has a weight, na? You know that air has a weight. That is why if one balloon you will take which is deflated and one balloon which is inflated, and you will keep on a weighing machine, then what will happen? You will see that some weight is there for a inflated balloons, right? The next is air occupies space. That also, when we blow the balloon, we see that yes, it occupies space and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Air is dissolved in water also. That is why when you drink the cold water, it has some taste. But when you boil it, what happens? That air evaporates, that escape from there. So that is why it's tasteless. You feel something different taste of boiling water and a cold water. So air is dissolved in it. As well as you know that aquatic animals are present in water. So they take the oxygen from the water inside the water, right? Which is oxygen dissolved there. Then air can be compressed. Compressed means suppressed, right? It can be kept in a shorter place. Compressed means it can be kept in a shorter place, right? And that is why we use in the bicycle and tires of scooters and scooty tires, right? So this is the property of air. I hope it's clear. Then we have to learn the next topic, that is atmosphere. So what is atmosphere? You know that only our planet, Earth, has a life. Right? Because that is suitable for the life. That is only the planet which is suitable for the life. So many reasons are that. One reason is our atmosphere. Atmosphere means what? The envelope of air. Atmosphere means envelope of air around the earth, which makes it suitable for living being. This atmosphere is extended, you can say, or spread, you can say. This is extended up to many kilometers, right, above the surface of the earth. And that is why the oxygen gas we use for breathing. But you know that when the mountaineers go to climb the mountain, when mountaineers go to climb the mountains, they take the oxygen cylinder with them. They take oxygen cylinder with them. So what is the reason behind it? The reason is as we go higher altitudes, right? As we go higher, the oxygen scarcity is there. Availability of oxygen is not sufficient there. So to survive, what the mountaineers do? They carry the cylinders with them at high mountains, at a high altitude. Okay, so this is about the atmosphere. Atmosphere is surrounded a layer of air, you can say, or envelope of air around the earth. So this is the atmosphere. Okay, then next topic we have to see is composition of air. We have learned that yes, air is there. So what is the composition of air? So composition of air is here given, see in the diagram, and you have to draw the diagram also in the chemistry notebook, right? Composition of air is maximum nitrogen, which is 78%, then oxygen, which is 21%, then 1% is only the carbon dioxide. 1% is only the carbon dioxide. Okay, then we will learn further about the nitrogen. So do you think that nitrogen is any of use? Yes, oxygen, we have discussed that oxygen carry 21% of the constituents of the air, and we also know that yes, oxygen is good for our health. Because of oxygen we survive. But what about nitrogen? Nitrogen is of any use? Do you think that nitrogen is of any use? not directly. Nitrogen is of no use directly, but indirectly it helps us in many ways. Why? Because of that, you get a protein. Because of that, a growing child get a good protein, and actually you need the protein. Growing child need the protein, right? But we cannot use the nitrogen. We cannot use the nitrogen directly, right? We cannot use the nitrogen directly. So who is that who is helping in nitrogen? So that is the plant. Which plant? Leguminous plant actually. Other plants also, but main is the leguminous plant, which convert the free nitrogen into the protein, which is helpful for the plant also, as well as animals also, as well as a human being also. Right? So we use the nitrogen in this way. Nitrogen is also colorless, tasteless and odorless gas. Okay. I hope till here, student, it is clear. So thank you for this time.